I set out to make a simple video about running, but somewhere along the way I ended up writing this instead. That's kind of how running goes for me. It starts with movement, but before long, my mind drifts. I stop thinking about my pace and start thinking about everything else. About work, about why we keep showing up when no one's asking us to. So yeah, while the video playing behind this is just me running, another quiet mile on a random street, this isn't really about running. It's about something I've been thinking about for years now. It's about the Boogiewoods. If you walked by my garage on a random Tuesday night in 2020, you probably would have seen me hunched over a packing table, half listening to a podcast, trying to keep the tape gun quiet. I was surrounded by boxes, surrounded by that familiar low buzz of doubt and drive that creeps in around 11 p.m. when you're still grinding away at something you believe in, but aren't sure anyone else does yet. That's when Tony walked by. Tony's my neighbor. We had a few casual chats before, but that night he stopped. He leaned against the open garage door like it was his own, looked around at the mess of paper scraps and shipping labels and said, "Man, looks like you're really getting after it." He didn't mean much by it, just an observation. But that one line turned to an hour-long conversation about where we come from and why we work the way we do. Turns out Tony grew up in Virginia, got into bodybuilding in his 20s, competed, trained hard, ate the same 5 things every day for months. No shortcuts, no spotlight, just reps. He told me that back then he and his brother had a phrase for that part of the process, the early, invisible, obsessive phase. They called it the Boogiewoods. I asked him what it meant. He said it's that time when you're working on your dreams but no one sees it. It's not glamorous, it's not public. It's when you're deep in the background, alone with your effort, and if you're lucky, your belief. The Boogiewoods is a garage with the door cracked open and a space heater humming. It's driving Postmates to make rent. It's training in silence. It's staying motivated when no one's watching, no one's clapping, and maybe no one even knows what you're trying to do, but you do it anyway. After he left, I grabbed a Sharpie and wrote the Boogiewoods in big block letters above my packing station. A weird kind of altar. A reminder that just because something's quiet doesn't mean it's not real. I've spent most of my adult life in the Boogiewoods. I started Gnarwhal in my parents' garage, moved to the second bedroom of our Santa Monica apartment, Dakota and I sleeping on one side of the wall, and orders going out from the other. From there, a slightly larger garage in Venice. Still asking myself, is this momentum or is this just stupid? Eventually we opened our first cafe, a real space, lights, people, the dream, at least from the outside. And now, I kind of miss the deep Boogiewoods. There's something strange and beautiful about that phase where it's just you. No audience, no pressure, nothing to prove because there's nothing yet to prove. It's lonely, yeah, but it's also pure, clean. You're building something no one understands but you, and maybe that's exactly how it's supposed to be. Watching this footage back, just me, running solo down empty streets, I realize it's not that different from those nights in the garage. No cheering crowd, no finish line in sight, just quiet effort, just motion. That's the thing about the Boogiewoods. It feels like you're out there alone, pacing in the dark, hoping the direction you pick leads somewhere. It's not linear. It's wild and wonky and hopeful and exhausting. Sometimes you're the lion in the sun, and sometimes you're the lion pacing. The Boogiewoods isn't a punishment, it's a process. It's where you figure out what you're made of, when no one's around to validate it. But here's what I've learned. Even in the deepest parts of the Boogiewoods, if you listen closely, it's not completely silent. Because while you're doing the work alone, you're not really alone. There's the neighbor who stops to check in, the best friend taping up boxes with you, the partner who believes in the vision even when it's just scribbles on a wall. So if you're in it, if you're out there quietly building something no one else can see, keep going. You're not alone. You're just early. You're just in the Boogiewoods.